Everyone knows chinning is one of the fastest ways to train ranged in old school RuneScape. But what if I told you you could do it in the wilderness on Slayer tasks and actually make a profit instead of burning through your bank? In this guide, we're going through gear setups, XP rates, how to actually chin. Here's the secret. By chinning your Slayer tasks in the wilderness, you're not just getting top tier range XP, you're also getting wilderness Slayer bonuses, including extra Slayer points, boosted drop tables, and most importantly, Larran's keys and Trover parchments, which can turn into millions of GP, all while getting the best XP rates in the game. Alright, guys, next we're going to be talking about which Slayer tasks you should do and which ones you should skip. The best three are Jellies, Abbey Demons, and Nechryaels. Obviously, those all start with a Slayer requirement. 52 is for Jellies, and that may be the best monster that you want to chin. Bandits, Ankous, and Dust Devils, they're all decent XP and they give decent loot as well. I want to give an honorable mention to Dark Warriors. They are extremely good XP. However, they have the worst loot out of all of these that you should be chinning. In my opinion, it's still worth doing it. It depends if you're looking to profit or you're looking for XP. But Dark Warriors are fine. This is the tier list of all monsters you should kill. Obviously, having more Slayer points allows you to get rid of and skip those tasks. If you do not have a lot of Slayer points stacked up, make sure you're utilizing the Bracelet of Expeditious, which gets through tasks a lot quicker, so you can get through those low level tasks or shitty monsters that you don't want to use. You can use the Bracelet of Slaughter to extend those chinnable tasks so you get more kills on that task without having to leave and get a new task. Alright guys, we're going to look into gear setups right now. This is what you want to do. You want to maximize your prayer and range bonus. You're going to be in the wilderness, so you want to keep it lower budget. I'm on my bronze man, so this is usually what I go with. Obviously swap the book out with the wooden shield, and then I have prayer bonus on top of the range bonus while I'm chinning. All right, so now I want to talk about setup. It's pretty simple, guys. You want to stand on an obstacle like so and set your cannon up within a nice fillable distance, and you basically move back and forth between two tiles to stack as many monsters on top of each other as you can, like so. You'll see as I move back and forth, they'll stack on top of each other so I can get the maximum XP per throw and hit as many enemies as possible. Very basic setup. Have your cannon so it auto aggros and then go back and forth like that to set up the monsters on top of each other, and you can just set auto retaliate and just watch your prayer and watch the XP and loot stack up. The next thing I want to talk about is the different types of Chinchompas. Starting at the basic, 45 range is basic Chinchompas. They are the cheapest. You will for sure profit, and it is still decent XP. This is for lower range levels and those of you who want to maximize profit while still getting decent XP. In my opinion, coming in at 55 range, red Chinchompas are the best by far overall for both XP and best return on investment. And if you're trying to maximize XP while breaking even, black Chinchompas at 65 range are by far the best XP. They will hit the hardest, but you will probably lose or break even on the money wise. Maybe Jellies you will profit. There's a select few tasks, if you get lucky you will profit, but for the most part I would recommend red Chinchompas as you're getting insane XP while still maintaining a profit. And this was the basis of this guide. I highly recommend red chins if you're looking for the best of both worlds. Guys, just some additional quality of life stuff. Make sure before chinning your attack style is set to medium fuse. This will give you the most chins per hour thrown, the fastest. I'm not sure why it's quicker than short fuse, but it is what it is. Make sure you're set to medium fuse. You will throw chins at a faster rate. Additionally, you can use the Avarice within the Slayer Cave to note your drops. This is really good for Nechryaels and Jellies. Outside of that, I don't really recommend it. And be mindful if you're using the Avarice. You will skull, but you're risking the chins anyways, since they are stackable. But you will be able to spam loot and stay there for longer periods of time. It makes looting a lot easier, especially at Jellies, especially at Nex. You can just stack up and spam click as much stuff as you can without worrying about filling your looting bag. Just a rehash, if you want to speed up unchinnable tasks or tasks you do not like, use the bracelet of expeditious. And then if you want to extend tasks, use the bracelet of slaughter while chinning, and you will have an increased task. As far as potions and food, make sure you're using blighted restores, as the monsters you're killing will drop blighted food and restores, so you can kind of cheap out and you're getting free prayer pots just for getting XP and money. Additionally, everything inside the Slayer Cave will have an increased drop for Larran's keys, so that will really maximize your money per hour here. Emphasizing you stay in the cave as much as you can, do jellies, do necks, do as many monsters as you can in the cave that are chinnable if you're doing this method, and stack as many points as possible so you can skip through those shitty tasks. Block the ones, if you have a lot of quest points, you can block out tasks that you do not want. So block anything that is not a fun time, not a quick task to do, so you can get to chinning, get to making more money, and getting range up as quickly as possible while maintaining an enormous profit, guys. Additionally, make sure you're using divine range pots, as this will keep you at the maximum range level, granting you the best XP per hour. The more monsters you stack on top of each other, the better chins you use, that will increase your XP rate. The better gear you have, that will increase your XP rate. Another tip, if you have the points, unlock the bigger the better. You will get superiors like crazy at Jellies and Nechryaels. They also have a chance of getting you the imbued heart as well as an automatic Larran key per superior kill. This is a great way to make some additional cash. And keep in mind, if you have the points, Nex, Abbey Demons, and Jellies can all be bought within the Slayer Master to extend those tasks. So when you are assigned those tasks, that Slayer Master will give you a greater amount of said monster. So we're looking like, instead of 70 jellies, it turns into like 130, 140. Same with Nex, same with Abbey Demons. Sometimes you'll get 200, and this is insane. You can stay there for over an hour and get insane money and insane XP for both Slayer and range. This is by far highly recommended. If you have the points, I would save up, as you won't be needing to use as many points to skip tasks, because the tasks you are getting are a lot bigger and a lot lengthier, so you will not be chewing through as many points as you would without extending these tasks. And guys, keep in mind, if you've done Desert Treasure or are looking to train magic, this exact method can be replicated for magic while bursting or barraging these monsters. I've never really seen a chinning guide, so I wanted to do it for you guys. I did not know it was this profitable while maintaining this XP. The Slayer, the range XP, and the money all coming in together at an extremely fast rate is absolutely insane. And if you're looking for clue scrolls as well, forgot to mention this, you can equip the Ring of Wealth Eye. I recommend having the Ring of Wealth, as coins will automatically pop into your inventory so you don't have to loot that. This is really good for jellies and all monsters on top of that. But if you have a Ring of Wealth Eye, this will increase clue scroll drops within the wilderness, and you'll be able to farm a ton of clues while doing this. I'm a big clue scroll guy. Not many people are. They don't like the grind, but that is more money, slower XP, but a lot more potential money and unlocks, collection log stuff. All of that can be done with this method at an extremely high rate, probably the fastest in the game. If you guys like this guide, like, subscribe, let me know if I missed anything. I wanted to put this out because it was super informative, super helpful, and it changed my account and methods drastically. I leveled up range and Slayer so fast while building my bank on top of that. I recommend this for every new account that wants to get a leg up on Slayer and have a ton of fun in the wilderness. There's a reason why this is in the wilderness. Be safe, but the XP rates, the money coming in is insane. It's well worth the risk. And I had a blast doing this.